I'm Roy, it's TEMPHUiBIS here, and today I'm going to talk about Xbox Live, right? So this is what happened on my video, yeah, where I revealed Zapedy. Someone asked me a question there. It was like, did you sell your Xbox 360? I thought, okay, I didn't have anything to do with Zapedy, but then I said yes, and then Classic Combat came at me saying, yeah, that I've made a mistake selling it, and telling me all the stuff that I was missing. And I was trying to tell him that I didn't really want the Xbox here because, you know, I don't like the controller. I didn't like, yeah, that was more or less it really. I didn't like the controller, and at the time I needed money. I had to, I was broke and I had to sell it to get some money. And he said those were lame excuses, you know. But then so we went back and forth, and then I was after a while I just said, yeah, can we leave this? This is supposed to be about Zapedy. And so we left it there. Then he came and messaged me, and yeah, titling it Q&A, right? Yeah, in a way this was a bit like you ain't getting away from me that easily type thing. When he sent it to me, and he sent me this question here. This is not a question, just to tell you what you're missing. If you don't want to check them all out, then you can just read all the titles. Maybe your subscribers might know where I'm coming from. All are Xbox Live exclusives. I'm not an Xbox fanboy, but not to have one and miss out on all these great titles is a big loss. Don't get me wrong, I like my Gears, Halo 4, Forza, but I enjoy the arcade stuff much more. Alright, so I'm about to talk about the list of the games he's got here, right, yeah? And the first thing I'm going to let you guys know I'll let you know, yeah, about this list, just because I am a big massive fan of arcade games and independent developers who make the games, yeah, it doesn't mean I'm going to buy every single one of them. You know, we all know, yeah, that I'm probably one of the biggest fighting game fans there is. But guess what? I'm not going to buy every fighting game. I don't play Dead or Alive. I don't play Virtua Fighter. I'm just more Tekken, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and a bit of Brutal Paws of Fury if they continue that game. That's about it, really. So keep that in mind as I speak about this. So the first game he got here is Load Runner. I watched some of the gameplay of that game, yeah. I enjoyed the puzzle platform aspect of it. I thought it was pretty funny how you could trap the things that's trying to kill you. You can trap them and then walk over them. I thought that was pretty kind of funny, really. But I've seen games like that a lot. I've seen most games like that, not just on Xbox, not just on PSN, on Android. You know, it's probably iPhone apps that's got them as well. So I'm going to give that a red flag, and I'm going to explain to you what the flags are after this video. And the next game, the Dishwasher Vampire Smile. You know, also I'm not really into games, right? Yeah, I'm not really into graphics, but I gotta say something. When I am into graphics, I'm usually into artistic graphics, and the graphics for this game is very artistic and very fantastic. I really like the style they're going for with the arts in here, but the gameplay itself as well. I really like the violentness in this game. I like the gore, the blood and everything. That, you know, you smash up vampires, you smash up robots and all this and that. You know, and some of the moves were proper brutal and that, and look like you're a vampire yourself. It looks like you're biting them yourself and everything and all that. Pretty different game, really. So I'll give that a green flag. Limbo. This game is a must. Amazing atmosphere and style. I definitely agree with that, yeah. It's definitely an amazing atmosphere and style. The graphics for that is pretty great as well, right, yeah. But there's one little problem. That is also on the PS3, and I've got it on the PS3. So that's going to have a red flag. And Bangai O HD. This is a game what I would say is Missile Command on crack. You know, Missile Command was a brilliant game on the Atari, and this was some next advanced crack version of it, boy. It's completely crazy, you know. The game didn't look too bad and everything that, yeah, but I can't see it being a game that I'm going to play every day, you know. It's not that unique to me. Not that unique. So I'm going to give that a red flag as well. Sign Mora, you know, that looks like a nice good space shooter. Once again, just because, you know, another arcade game, I'm gonna just get him. Yeah, there's loads of arcade shooters there and everything there. I still got my Nintendo hooked up, and I've got Life Force, you know, still playing games like that. And then I got Soldier X for the PS3. It's just almost the same thing. It's another nice shooting game and everything that, yeah. And on top of that, that type of genre, you know, all this space arcade shooting, how the hell can you make a game like that and the music composer, you don't choose Raphael Dill? How the hell can you not have Raphael Dill making the music for that? Red flag. Super Meat Boy. The Xbox version has a shitload of free extra stages, which I don't know if the PC has. Okay. Super Meat Boy, yeah. I have utmost respect, yeah, for the developers of that game, yeah. But I did play that game around my friend's house, and the game, it's not the best game ever. You know, I like the puzzle in the games, yeah, and the game does have its nice difficulties and everything like that, yeah. But it's not a game that I'm really 100% hyped for, that I want to play so bad, if you know what I'm saying, yeah. It's not that 100%, if you know what I mean. So so I'm gonna have to give that one a red flag. It's a great game, but it's not the one that I'd want the most. And Shadow Complex, that just gets a red flag. Okay, I'll say more about it. Okay, you know, I don't even know where does that even come, where you even call that an arcade game. You know, seems to be more based on storylines than it is gameplay. Not my type of game. Shoot Many Robots. This game is okay-ish. You know, I like the fact that it's 4 players, 4-player co-op. But if you don't have 3 other friends who like the game, then it's useless. You know, so now another thing, the game, I've seen games like that, you know, where you're smashing robots and they all just turn to bolts and everything, and you just collect bolts here and there. It almost feels like a 2D Ratchet and Clank game. But then also, another big problem, it's also on the PS3. I've got the demo. Red flag. And then we got here Ilio Milo, or Ilo Milo, or whatever they call it. There's millions of names for that game for some reason. You know, a nice, brilliant puzzle game. I like how you sort of rotate where you go, you know, on each cube and everything and all that. I think the aim of the game is that you got to try and make the 2 characters meet each other. You know, not a bad puzzle game and everything like that. But to be very honest, yeah, that looks like the type of puzzle game, yeah, that you would see on, you know, it looks like the type of puzzle game that you would see on Android. I bet one of the Android games probably has it. You know, they could, if I probably really went through the PSN store, I'm pretty sure I could see a game close to it as well. But also, I believe, yeah, a game like that, yeah, would come out on the Ouya. Know what I mean? So that's something there. Bionic Commando 1 and 2. That gets a red flag. I'm not in that type of game, you know. It's okay. It's got okay-ish here and there, but I thought, okay, it's like, I've seen games like that before. It's not unique enough for me. Red flag. Trials HD and Evolution. When I look at this game, yeah, the genre of games I'm thinking about is like Joe Danger on the PSN. And Joe Danger is a fantastic game. Trials HD, the thing I like about it, and what separates it from Joe Danger seems to be more towards the old school Tony Hawk's skateboarding games, but Trials HD seems to be more towards Motocross Maniacs for the Game Boy, like a little advanced version of that. Motocross Maniacs for the Game Boy was probably one of the best games ever for that, and this game took it to a new level. That gets a green flag. Perfect Dark HD, that just simply gets a red flag due to the fact that my N64 is still hooked up. I've got Perfect Dark right here. You know, I know what people are probably going to say, but this one's HD and you can play online. The problem is, when it comes to first-person shooter games, my personal opinion, this will always be the controls that you play it. I would gladly play games like GoldenEye and Perfect Dark with this controller over the Xbox 360 control pad. Definitely. You can't mess with that controller, man. That's how it goes, man. So yep, got a red flag. Insanely Twisted Shadow Planet. That game is okay. It's like, it's got a bit of its uniqueness, but I can see other random games that could be just like. It seems okay-ish. You know, you're some weird planet, twist to this, and you shoot this and all that. Yeah, you get some weird power-ups here and there. It seems okay-ish, you know. I don't know. You know, I'm gonna just squeeze that one in. Squeezing that one in, yeah, for a green flag. It's gonna get a green flag. It's not a bad game. It's a bit unique. It's a bit random, you know. And this next game, Strania. This game, you know, not really happy with this one. It's just another Gundam style game. I mean, how many times here do we see all these Gundam flying, blah blah blah, this and all that, man? You know, it's not my type of game. Jetpack Refueled. That game looked pretty kind of okay-ish as well. My best thing in that game, yeah, was like where you shoot and it comes out the other side. That's like some nice good old school shooting back then. I used to play on the Atari. Not bad and everything that, you know, but that's it. It still needs some more stuff here to really win it over. So I give that one a red flag. Orcs Must Die. Beautiful. Beautiful. Strategy and action mixes so well. You know, the more better you use your strategy, the more easier the action, and just all fun all over. I like that type of game. You know, and it's pretty violent as well, pretty great. So that game gets a green flag. Meatballs in Babbo Invasion. What the fuck is that game about? But given a reaction like that, yeah, usually is a good thing. That gets a green flag. So he wrote down here, I actually own all these titles. Cheers. Now, I didn't put this in the Q&A because this was obviously a long thing. So I decided to separate this video and all that. But when I did do the Q&A, he also came onto that and carried on speaking more on the fact that I'm missing out on everything. And he put another game here as well. This game is called Spelunky. And it's another 2D platformer. You know, a little bit like Mario mixed with Indiana Jones, as he put it. I think that's what he said. But I looked at the game as well. Not bad, not bad, not bad. It's it looks like a game that I'd only play if I had nothing else to play, and that's not really a cool thing because I do have loads of things to play. So that's going to get a red flag. So out of all of these games that you've given me here, it's only got 5 green flags. Do you know what I mean by green flags? If I still had the Xbox 360, those are the games I'll buy. That's it. Just 5. You know? Those are the only games that I'd buy, yeah? Right. I know, like I said, I'm not going to only just buy any arcade game, yeah? The game needs to be unique. The game needs to have something fantastic with it and everything and all that, yeah? Something that make me want to play. And not only just that, they have to be, like, if they're good and I love it, but then I love it better as multiplayer and then none of my friends around like the game, what's the point me buying it? There are loads of games that I freaking love for the PSN and I still ain't buying them. There's millions of games for the PSN that I don't really want, even if they're arcade. There's loads. I'm not going to buy every single one. But like I said, you know, here's the best example, yeah? Super Acrobatic Rocket Powered Battle Cars. That is a fantastic game on the PSN, right, yeah? It's like, it's not every day that you see random bonus little games where you play football with cars. That is random. That's what the fuck is this type situation that makes the games fun, in my personal opinion, right? And like I said, I still ain't bought that game yet because I don't know if I know if people, if my friends will buy it, because one game that I did buy, which I freaking love, is Snake Ball. That is a nice, fun game and all that. It's like Hungry Hippos mixed with Mario Kart, mixed with Snake. That's on your, you know, your mobile phone. You know, it's just a random, lovely, complex mixture. Something, to me, just really different and something that could really be fun. Fortunately, my friends didn't like it. That game felt like it's a waste because I ain't really playing it much. No one plays online on that game. So when I do buy games, I really make sure that everyone freaking loves the game as well as myself, and if I like the game. So I won't buy every single game. So out of the list that you've given me here, I ain't really missing that much, just 5 games. And on top of that, you know, it wouldn't surprise me, right, yeah, if these 5 games, which is Dishwasher, Vampire Smile, Trials HD, Insanely Twisted, Shadow Planet, Orcs Must Die, Mad Balls in Babu Invasion, it wouldn't surprise me if these games come out on the PSN as well anyway, yeah? Some of these games, you know, like 2 of these games here, that actually a few of these games that you've said here are on the PSN, and some of them are in talks of going to the PSN. Castle Crashers was a massive Xbox Live game. That is on the PSN now. And Shoot Many Robots, as we just pointed out, that's on the PSN. So really, you know, really, I don't feel I'm missing as much here as you're saying I do. And like I said already, even though I like these games, I'd rather play them, yeah, with a lovely, beautiful controller like this than an Xbox 360 pad. So, and I know what you're probably going to say, yeah, you ain't got no friends there who would want to play with this, but I would have played these games with you. Well, here's the situation. When I had the Xbox 360, where were you? Where was you? You know, when I used to go online on the Xbox 360, all I saw all of my friends, all they kept playing, all they were just playing here was just Halo, Gears of War, Call of Duty. That's all they were playing. And fair enough, I ain't gonna lie, that's all I'm seeing on the PSN as well. All the people are just playing Call of Duty and just some other random games and stuff. But so that's one of the reasons why I can't wait to get the Ouya, because that's going to be a console only for these arcade type games. And when I see people online, they're only going to be playing these arcade games and everything like that, yeah? So for me to get a game, it needs to be a unique game. It needs to be more unique. It needs to have some stuff in it that's what the fuck. I ain't gonna lie, I have ideas for games which some people could easily just think of otherwise, but hey, I still want the games to not just be ones that I've played already so many times. I want to still try and keep having some different sort of stuff, yeah? These games you got there, not bad, but only 5 are fantastic, which I'd get. I think I've said everything I need to say, yeah? So I hope that's answered your question right now, you know? So that's all I got to say, guys. I don't know what my next video is about. Sometimes I usually have an idea of a video planned next time, but not this time. So that's all I got to say, guys. Thank you very much. I'll speak to you all later. Love who you are.